Hello there. Today I'm gonna be taking a look at Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This is a film that, has always felt a little bit overrated in my mind. I remember walking out of the cinema with my cousin when I was a kid, and he was like, "Oh, this is the best film yet." And I was like, "Really? I prefer the second one." And then after every film came out, this was still always raved as the best Harry Potter film. And I think it still is today, somewhat, right? I want to take a look and see what I feel about it today because it's been quite a few years. Yeah, let's go have a look. Yeah. Do, 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 do. So now, after rewatching the film, let's talk about it. This was the third film in the series, and the first without Chris Columbus. Instead, Alfonso Cuarón steps in, and immediately the tone changes. Gone is the bright fairy tale gloss of the first two. Now the kids wear casual clothes, the castle feels darker and lived in, the cinematography is moody, the camera handheld. Hogwarts finally feels more real, and more melancholy for sure. The shift blew audiences away. People might say that this is when Harry Potter grew up.
This one is sort of the bigger picture.
Yeah, it's a lot darker as well. There's a lot more scary things in it. The fact that it's darker is because it's in the book.
Yeah.
Critics call it the most stylish, most artistic film of the bunch, but does stylish automatically mean the best? The setup here is strong. Sirius Black, a notorious prisoner, has escaped Azkaban, and rumor has it he's coming for Harry. That should create a sense of dread, of suspense, maybe even paranoia. But the film doesn't really deliver that. The first half drags, we get to the night bus, the Dementor attack on the train, some quirky classroom moments, but the danger doesn't feel pressing. I wish that we could have gotten a little bit more of a detective sort of vibe, because there's a killer on the loose that wants to kill him. But we finally get to a scene where he is with the folks like McGonagall and stuff, and like talking about, and he's like wearing that little cape thing and wrapping Travis, you know. Yeah, this is the scene that I'm referring to. If you hadn't realized, this is of course where he what's wrong with my accent? This is where he finds out that we're led to believe that Voldemort. Sirius led. What am I saying? So no, he's led to believe that Sirius, dear friend of his parents, led Voldemort to them. A key moment in the film, no doubt. And we are supposed to feel, of course, sorry for Harry, and he's crying, which I don't believe, but I do believe it when he gets angry. I always believe Radcliffe when he's angry. He's very good at that.
I hope he finds me. Because when he does, I'm gonna be ready. When he does, I'm gonna kill him.
Once we get to Marauders map section, the film comes alive. Harry Potter sees Peter Pettigrew's name, someone who's supposed to be dead, and suddenly the story has a mystery. This is where the film finally feels like it's picking up steam, and the world building here is top-notch. The Patronus lesson, the looming threat of Dementors, these are some of the series' most iconic images. It's proof that the film certainly has flashes of brilliance. Speaking of brilliance. Oh, what a scene!
It's about time, really.
Yeah, take him down a peg or two.
What's also fascinating is Alfonso Cuarón didn't just change the visuals, he changed how the actors approached their roles. He asked the trio to each write an essay in character. Emma Watson handed in pages of detailed analysis, very Hermione. Daniel Radcliffe, he wrote 1 page, very Harry. And Rupert Grint, he didn't turn in anything at all, which Cuarón loved because that's Ron. He also wanted to strip away this strict vibe, asking the kids to wear their clothes casually like real teenagers.
You'll definitely notice a few new things. New characters, new creatures, and finally Hermione wearing jeans.
But the emotional climax of the film is where I really push back because it's so weird. The contrast between Sirius being this manic, crazy, over-the-top kind of guy going to this calm and collective godfather, all in just a matter of minutes. It's so weird. The film compresses this so much, but in the book, of course, but I don't want to be the guy that talks about books comparing to the films. I don't want to be the kind of guy, because that hasn't been me, but I have to talk about the fact how compressed and weird it is. It takes me out of the experience, it takes me out of the film, I have to admit that. Now, let's give credit where it's due. The Time Turner sequence is brilliant. Cuarón stages it beautifully. The overlapping timelines, the slow reveals, Harry casting the Patronus on himself. It's clever, emotional, cinematic. This movie, it lays nice foundations that don't feel resolved in the manner that I would have wanted them to. The time turner sequence is never mentioned again. It's just thrown off the table like a gimmick, but it's mentioned again in the books. It's given the arc of like, this is no more, but this is just never in the films. And Lupin's character is just pushed to the side. He's in the center of this film, but he doesn't really get the arc he deserves. I would have wanted more Sirius Black as well in the films. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I know a lot of people absolutely love Prisoner of Azkaban, but here's the thing. Even among fans, this movie isn't immune to criticism. One of the biggest complaints is that the film cuts out the Marauders' backstory. In the books, the map isn't just a magical item. It's tied directly to Harry's father, Sirius, Lupin, and Pettigrew. The fact that the first two films followed the books so intensely, I suppose this is the first time in the series when it didn't. It didn't pay off so much in later films. When it was mentioned, we were just supposed to fill in the blanks by having read the books with this whole thing. So to sum it up a little bit, this was a nice step forward for the series. Great directing. Nice things to explore here. But the series had 5 more films to come. Built on this nice foundation, I just think there were more interesting stories that came after this. More emotional payoffs. Better films. But these are of course just my views, my thoughts. And if you're not too mad with me, please share your comments below, like, subscribe, again, if you're not too mad. And let's have as friendly as a discussion as we can now, shall we? Oh, what a scene.